name is Alan Riley. I'm a video artist, an educator, and board member of Death by Audio Arcade. I'm also the creator of Video Freak, an arcade cabinet based on video feedback. Video Freak combines the gameplay of a traditional 80s or 90s vertical shooter with the physical analog electronics of broadcast video hardware and guitar pedals. Playing Video Freak involves manipulating live analog video feedback and audio effects that are built into the cabinet. The player's perceptual feedback becomes tangled up with the internal electronic feedback of the system producing the game. The cabinet contains a video mixer and other equipment assembled in a feedback loop so that the output signals are routed back into the input, creating physical, chaotic patterns in the game's picture and sound. The gameplay is inspired by shmups like Raiden and Dodonpachi. It's meant to have the feel of a manic shmup with the second button to slow down player movement and make trails. But the gameplay is very simple, easy, and minimalistic, and really just emphasizes the connection between the player's movement and the visual space of the game. The game does not have an ending. The purpose is to switch around in the video feedback. Because this is the only hardware implementation, it's a unique game and there's only one copy. I also like to install the game with an expanded installation of CRTs and additional video mixers for people to play with. The idea for this game came out of my work in video synthesis, which goes back to my time studying at the New York State College of Ceramics, where they had this studio set up with vintage synthesizers connected with newer HD video mixers and computers. And I was doing things like running my guitar into the synthesizer. And I asked my friend Michael Chernoff to bring his Super Nintendo to the studio so I could run that into the synth too. Later on, I was doing things like using a chroma keyer to blue screen the sky out of Mario so you could see yourself playing. And I did a residency at the Lower East Side Ecology Center in Gowanus in Brooklyn, where I was experimenting with connecting all kinds of e-waste equipment into feedback loops and holding public workshops where people were invited to play games and explore this big audio video system. Around the same time, Mark Kleback and Nick Santaniello made the cabinet for Nick's game, Volleygon. And when they did this, they decided to make 2 copies of the cabinet just in case they wanted to use the other one for something. So Mark asked me if I had an idea for a game. I didn't, but I took this opportunity to design my own game to run through video feedback. And we asked the artist Tim Feit to create a custom hand-painted illustration for the cabinet. It's very moving to me to see people play this game and make sense out of it. I really tried to make the physics of the game feel good, even though there's no point to the game. And I think this has provided an entry point into this experience of being immersed in video feedback. Most digital artifacts are displayed as software and are distributed digitally for standardized equipment like computers and phones. Death by Audio Arcade and Wonderville are helping to create independent digital culture based around unique expressions of software and hardware that are shared in public space, and by making this something you can participate in. Arcade cabinets are part of the vernacular of public life. They're a form of public art. So I think it's really powerful to take this format and open it up to new kinds of experiences of technology that can surprise people. The title Video Freak is a reference to the 1960s video art collective Video Freaks with an X, who helped to create a movement in participatory media in the 1960s and 70s. This continues to resonate today. I don't know what the future looks like in terms of how we can enjoy participatory culture together in shared public spaces, but Death by Audio Arcade and Wonderville are part of the movement to figure it out. You can get involved by participating in our events, reaching out to us, pitching ideas for new kinds of arcade cabinets, asking for help with something you're working on. You can also get involved by bidding on some auction items and donating to Death by Audio Arcade. Thank you.